What's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. So I just got done reviewing this knife, the Off Grid Knives Tracker X. And what I found out about it was that I really love-hate this knife. Just like K-Bar, I love everything from here to here. I love. This one, however, I love from here to here. It's really, really good. Like K-Bar, they fail in one very, very important area, the grip. And I'm not talking about like where K-Bar fails is the materials are bad in their grips, the shape is bad in their grips, the contouring is bad in their grips. A lot of their grips are stick tang, and when they're not stick tang, they have some kind of cheap plastic, awful grips on them. So these guys are far above K-Bar in my opinion, because I think this steel is comparatively speaking as strong as a K-Bar, and I would trust this steel the same as I would as a K-Bar. The difference is the materials and their grips far surpass what K-Bar does as a stock knife. The one difference is, of course, the contouring. They do a bad job right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix that. Today's video is me changing the profile of this grip and making it more hand friendly. I want it to be a better grip from here to here pretty much. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm fixing the grip on an Off Grid's Tracker X, and then we're going to see how it feels. So get a good look at it right now, because the next time you see this knife, it is not going to be this girthy. Hold on. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here on the 1x30, and I'm going to cut into right here. What I need to do is really, really watch my my time per grind second, because I don't want to overheat this knife, and I don't want to change the heat treat, because they do a really freaking good job heat treating and tempering this knife. So in order to avoid changing that, what I'm going to do, show you, is I'm going to then I'm going to pause, wipe it down. I want to make sure that it's not hot to the touch. Then I'll keep on going. I'll show you what it looks like in a few. Okay, so I'm almost there. You can see how this has just a little bit more peak. That brings this a little bit more narrow. Holy crap, it's making a huge difference. I cut down the hump just a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell, I know, but the contouring is coming out so much better. Now you remember on the original, this finger didn't reach my palm. Now it does. It is looking mighty good. So what I'm going to do now is change the belt to something finer, and then just redo all the lines and make it look pretty. Just a little tip. Always have water by, because when things start to feel a little warm, that means you're getting too hot. So always have water. What I do is I don't ever let it get too warm. I just constantly dip it in the water. I know you guys never see the water because it's sitting down there. But just so you know what I mean, when you're doing it, just to make sure you're able to keep it cool. That's what you want. But this thing is feeling much better already. I'm going to continue. Hold on. All right, so it's a bit filthy. It's a bit dirty and yucky, but holy crap. Look at the fingers. I don't know how I can do this, y'all. Look at these fingers, how they fit in this grip. Look at this rear swell. Now, if I want to chop with it, I'm not going to worry about losing it, because I have extra grip here in the rear. I sanded down. Look at how nice this looks at G10. Man, it made those beautiful scales even more beautiful. So I took off some area here, took off a little bit of area here. I took off area here, a little bit here, and I took off area here. That way, everywhere your hand contours and fits, it's going to wrap around. Let me clean it up and get a better look. Oh, Okie dokie, it is all done, and I have to say, I am 100% impressed now with the new contouring of this knife. You can see how much material came off of here, how much more abrupt this curve is right here. It gives you far more stability in the rear of the knife. It came out really good. Now you can see from flat contouring how it contours in. I changed all the contouring of the scales itself. Right here, widest point. Right here, narrow. Do you see that? Before, this was all one. That was all one depth. You don't want your widest point, which is going to be your final grip point, which holds this part onto your hand, right? You want this to be wider than this. Buck does a really good job at doing that with some of their knives. But it's really, really important to give it that wonderful squeeze in, flare out, because that's going to help you hold it when doing chopping like this. Before, it wanted to fall out of my hand like crazy. Right now, I'm getting a good grip. You can see this snakeskin, which I love. I took it down a little bit. Look how good it looks. Look how good. I came up so high, I took off some of the hardware on each side, and it's smoothed out. But I went all the way around. I even took the edge off the top right here. I went all the way around, and I took a nice chunk off right there on both sides to give it that flare. This knife right now is really comfortable. It's closing my hand very, very well. The only one that's not touching my skin is the pinky, not supposed to. And we can see that by the D-Bad Little Big Man. It's done the way it's supposed to be. So now the contouring, let's even put it up against that. The contouring is so much closer. Look at how different that is. You're gonna have to watch the video before to see what I'm talking about here. If you're only watching this video, you're going, then what? But I compared them before I took it down to now, and the difference is absolutely huge. It's staggering. So, Shredder, my man Ezekiel, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm sending you the Tops Mission 21. I'm sending you the Tops Operator 7. I'm sending you the Tops Prather War Buoy. And I'm sending you the Tops Silent Hero. So you can play with these knives, right? You can see how much more comparable that is. I really think, Shredder, you are going to love the Silent Hero. Oh, great leather. But what I'm also going to send you is one you already own. I'm sending you this. And what I want you to do is just compare the grips, because now that I did this one, I don't have it to compare to itself anymore. So I can't put them side by side and get a really good feel. So I'm going to leave that up to you and your dad to put it in your hand and decide if enough stuff came out of here to make it a different grip. So I'm sending you my Tracker X along with all those Tops knives, and the main reason is just so you can give it a side-by-side comparison. For me personally, it's way better. I'm talking way better. If the people over at Off Grid Knives did this, then this would be one of those knives where I say go buy one. But I can say go buy one anyway because it's really easy to contour. It's really, really easy. It's so nice. So that's it, guys. I'm sending you 5 knives to play with. One you already know, but at least it'll give you an idea of what this knife can feel like. It's awesome, man. It is awesome. This knife went from a knife that I liked to a knife that I love. Man, this is super comfortable in the hand. I can't wait for you guys to get it and let me know what you think. Awesome feel to this guy right here. So that's it. That's recontouring the handle of an Off Grid's Tracker X, making it exactly how it needed to be. Who dog, that's really, really cool. Just look at that, man. That is so So nice. I was hoping to get it in the sun. There we go. Look at that contouring. Is so sweet, man. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Ooh, look how pretty that is. That is pretty. They use some good freaking material when they make their knives. All right, so that's it. That's it for this one. Just like the one before, if you've watched this video and you have no idea what I'm talking about, watch the video, the review of this knife, and you will see, you're going to see a whole bunch of crap in it, but then you're going to see a pretty good review of this knife, and you'll see why this needed to be done. And that's it. I am Donnie B all day. Until next video.